And it means someone in the brain matrix can minimize their pain and make them look like they're laughing when really they're hurting. That can actually be done. You know, as if someone wasn't sincere about an experience or being in a lot of pain. It's very frustrating. So it can be shown to people, like, see how someone just like made you smile as if you're a Cheshire cat when really you're trying to explain something very deeply disturbing that went on. Straight. I forget, every year Irish potatoes become a big thing. They're really sweet. They're usually pretty yummy, I think, when they're fresh and everything. Happy birthday. So also in people's brain matrices, go this way, or and there are people in people's brain matrices or up in the sky, and they can cause someone to keep talking. Of course, more than likely that person suffered like serious injustices and stuff like that, which is what causes people to be upset to begin with. And then they have what I call brain matrices, or people in the sky who keep feeding through because you wind up part of a group, I guess. At the peak of my really bad experience, I would snap out and seem similar to other folks I see on the street. And I would call my mom. She was living back then. I would say, "Mom, I don't know how to stop the snapping out. I don't know how to get it to stop." So she didn't know what to do. I kept taking like holistic remedies and everything, thinking it would calm me down. But it is, it's part of the matrix, if you will. And anyway, there's more to it. It's not just the person. The person becomes like an instrument through which stuff like this comes through, even though most people are suffering on some level. So, but they also become the instrument through which stuff comes through. So it does bother me that, people have to live like that. So if I were king and had a lot of money, and I mean a lot, to be able to be like a philanthropist or what have you, I would make sure everyone at least had their provisions so that they wouldn't have to go through all that suffering. So we are upstairs. This is like technically the mall is down there, Fashion District Mall, and the Jefferson Station. I still want to call it East Market, because they have an East Market Plaza on the other side of the street. We are just, Market Street is that way, and then East Market Plaza is across the street from that. So that's the mall. Technically, I don't think cameras are allowed in the mall, so I don't know if they've changed the rule. checked the website once and it did in fact say that. So I think they definitely had it during the pandemic when there were still, you know, issues of uprisings or riots or what have you. So Hard Rock Cafe. The billboard can look really big through the windows. When you're inside, I can see Samsung phones all over the place. So, good for your workday. Red Bull gives you wings. Big heavy equipment. It reminds me of the generator on top of the building where I live that has a blue circle with an electrical bolt, lightning bolt. And I wondered, like, can that thing be messed with or mess people up big time? Like frequencies or energy waves or whatever, sort of like EMFs. Because you have lower waves, you have higher waves, and as humans, we're supposed to operate with at a certain level. If you were in a bariatric chamber or something, that would mess up your pressure and all that stuff. So humans can be messed with. I saw a YouTuber, Glitter and Lasers, who I've been watching from time to time over the past couple years. She's a plus-size model who made it big, you know. She was like an actual model in New York and stuff, and then she has this YouTube channel and went viral and everything. And she's done hauls. She's actually going through a special process. She's going through a special process of having some of her lipedema tissue removed. So if you have lipedema, even exercise and perfect eating doesn't necessarily burn through that tissue. So in a way, it's hard to lose that tissue. So she's gone through a process like cosmetic surgery-ish and all that stuff to get rid of it. But she showed like different things that she's doing, you know, and she'll test things out. And she was at this place where you get into a chamber and they do a pressure thing, but the looks of it, I'm just like, no way. I'm too claustrophobic. No way would I want to get into a thing like that. I'm wondering if it's new. And I've also wondered, of course, there was the submarine thing where the really wealthy people, you know, wound up dying, being killed or what have you in that weird submarine incident a couple years ago. And, you know, they have the wealth of almost like Elon Musk, you know. And also,